Hi, I'm Natha Campanella. Welcome to my channel. If you love astrology and you want to keep seeing these weekly forecasts, hit subscribe right below. All right, let's get started. Hello, it's Monday and you know what that means. I am here with my weekly astrological forecast. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what is happening astrologically this week so that you can better navigate your own emotional wellness. My name is Natha Campanella, and we're talking about the week of September 28th through October 4th. All right, so the big news this week is, of course, we have a full moon. The full moon is going to be in the sign of Aries, and it's going to be on October 1st. So that means the sun is in Libra, the moon is in Aries, and we're having to balance out our needs, our desires, our wishes, along with the fact that we are in relationship with other people all the time, and it's not just about us. Not always the easiest. And add to that, we have Saturn and Pluto both stationing direct this week. Yeah. So the 5 days or so before a planet stations direct, and then the 5 days or so after a planet stations direct are kind of like some of the hotter spots of the transit. And so, I always liken it to, how when you're playing a game and you have you're on a team and you have a big event coming up, a big game against your rival, and you're spending all of this time practicing, you're learning, you're doing the work, which is what retrogrades ask us to do. We have to really go back and we have to refine our skills and we have to look at what went wrong last time and how do we improve? How do we gather what we need so that we can move forward and be better? That's what we've been doing during retrograde. Now, Saturn and Pluto retrograde have been particularly intense this summer because we've been doing all of this work around authority, around looking underneath the surface of authority, what's really going on, what is just smoke and mirrors, how do we feel about it, how do we interact with it, etc. So we've been doing that. We've been preparing all summer. Well, now it's game week, right? We're coming up on game day. And so we're feeling it. Oh, now it's like starting to get real. We're going to have to put everything that we've been doing into action. So we're going to be feeling that this week. And that coupled with the full moon, again, we're talking about energies that are very intense. We still have Mars in retrograde. So this whole time period, this isn't just about a week. It's not even about a few months. It's this time period that we are in around the world is so much about getting really honest and intimate with ourselves, about who we are, the games we play, our own forms of manipulation, our own forms of avoidance, and how we really feel about things. And if we are doing that work, then of course we're going to feel the impact of all of this stuff that's happening astrologically, but we won't necessarily get taken down with it because we will be able to see the world from a more internal place as opposed to an external place where we have no power, we have no free will, everybody is doing things to us. And that's hard. That's the harder perspective, where when we have our autonomy, we have our power, we have our free will, we know that in our own lives that we can affect change. That's where the power is. All right. Of course, I go into everything happening. There's so much more in my monthly membership program. So when enrollment opens for that, you can check that out if you're like sitting here and you want more. But this is just a good overview for what's happening this week. And if you have questions, feel free to send me private messages or ask them in the comments. When you ask a question and I answer it, I guarantee you there are other people that were wondering the same thing. All right. And if you want to work with me privately through an astrology reading or a class or otherwise, you can find me at nathacampanella.com. You guys have a good week.